Today is November 12, 2010. We are having our regular meditation class every Friday. Before I start to declare the date, I really remember what is today's date. But sometimes at the moment we need to declare, and our memory is on vacation. Because yesterday is November 11th, and the young novices have no school. So that makes me remember yesterday is a special day, and I should remember that. Sometimes something we worry too much, focusing, and then that make things can be different. Very funny, some Saturday, and I used to wake up the youngest novice, Joshua. I used to wake him up around 7:30 in the morning, so he can get ready for school. And sometimes it's Saturday and I forgot. And one morning I wake him up at 8 o'clock. I say, "Wake up, you late for school." And he was shocked. And he, when he sleep very deep and someone wake him up in a very urgent way, and he said, "No school today, Thầy. Today is Saturday." I'm sorry, you can go back to bed. I remember when the novices just came to the temple, and one day around 5 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know what happened to my eyes. I wake up at 5 o'clock and I realize it's 7 o'clock. So I ran downstairs and I turned on all the lights and I wake them up. And the ladies in the kitchen, they say, "It's only 5 now." Sometimes too much worry. You're concerned for one thing, and then that makes you uncomfortable, and sometimes you're easy to forget. Every Friday when we come for the meditation like this, it helps us to calm ourselves down and to relax a little bit after 1 week of working. Lately, every day I have someone come to the temple for counseling. If not, then someone will on the call on the phone. And within the last 3 days, I have a lot of phone calls and visitors, and they all come or call in with a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. There's a lady who just called me this evening from Australia, and when I pick up the phone, and she said, "Are you Thay Phap Hoa?" And I say, "Yes, I am." And she just cried on the phone because she have hold a lot of suffering in her for many days, and no one that she feels she have comfortable to share or to cry with. So if you have someone that you're able to let them cry, and that will be a pleasure, and you help them a lot. And there is also a lady from Belgium. She called me this morning, and while sharing her story, and she cried. And after she cried, and she said, "I'm sorry, Thầy. I call you just to say hi, but I was crying with you." I say, "It's okay. If you feel comfortable to cry on the phone, and after cried, you feel more comfortable." There was a Vietnamese poet. He wrote a poem, and in his poem I remember 2 sentences. Here is my shoulder. You can lean on and cry. So I can hear the fruit of your suffering can drop down at once. You know that our worries, our suffer, each day it seems very small, very tiny, nothing, very simple. But we collect each day and become a very heavy fruit. And if we can drop down that heavy fruit away from us, that's a pleasure. And I know that no matter who we are, you are the monastics, or you are lay practitioners, we all have something to worry for. We all have something to think about. So that's why the important is we know how to cultivate our practice so we can be stable, we can be solid, and we have the capacity to handle all the daily strugglings. No one able to declare, I have nothing to suffer, or I have nothing to worry for. We all have something to worry, just because it's small or major. Like example, sometimes we have to worry. If not, then we have when we have the checkbook. Every time when we write a check, we need to subtract. I have 1,000 left in my account. Now I sign out 200, I still have 800 left, and you must write down 800 left. Otherwise, you keep track how much you still have on your account. And what is that? That is a form of worry, because we worry if we sign out the check and that cannot cash, and we may pay for the penalty. When we go shopping, sometimes I see people bring the calculation, and then they add up how much they already have in their carts, because they know that how much they bring cash along with them, or how much they only can spend for that day's grocery. So in many forms, we have worries. We have a lot of fear. And remember, one day I shared with you about what to be fear. And the Buddha said sometimes fear helps us, and there are some fears does not help us. For example, if you are afraid you get sick, that's why you will take good care for your body. So that's a kind of fear, because you're afraid to be sick. That is a positive fear, because you are afraid to have a lung cancer. Then you try not to smoke. So there are some fear, some worry that help. But if we say that I am afraid that I will be die, sometimes that is a positive fear. We all die. You don't have to worry. But the point is, from now to the day we die, instead of sit there and just say I am afraid to be die, then how to live happily. So if we come to that point, we have nothing to worry. The song we just sing is a kind of practice. If I have nothing to worry, I have nothing to know where to go, then I don't need to hurry. I am no longer in a hurry. Because we have the habit, hurry. No matter, even Saturday and Sunday, we know that we have 2 days off, we still hurry. Because we have tons of things to do, and we know that we only have 24 hours, and we have already 8 or 10 hours of sleeping, and we still have few hours left, so we want to hurry for something. Sometimes we need to slow down in order to make us feel more comfortable. This morning I met a young lady. Her son died 3 days ago. He committed to suicide. And when he jumped in the river, he left on the board his backpack and his cell phone. And right on that evening, she dreamt he came home and he showed her, "Mommy, this river, this is the place where I jumped and suicide." She came to see me this morning and she talked with me. And I asked her about a few questions. And I tell her, your son died not because he not satisfied about the family, not because he has any problems with the family. This is a kind of disease, the kind of sickness. He have a lot of illusions. I told her, I think this young boy have a lot of questions in him. Why we have to live? Why we need to eat? Why we have to love? Why and why and why? And he felt this world, this society, he does not belong to. Some books, some articles, some movies influence the way we feel, the way we think, and the way we live in our daily life. She agreed. She said, this boy is very special. He always, like to find a space for himself, and he does not like to contact with anyone. A very quiet boy, and he come home with a lot of questions. And finally, she showed me the letter that he wrote before he left. And in the letter he said, my friends, my family, or whoever find this letter, this is my last words. Please read carefully every sentence. And he wrote down why he chose this way. Because he felt that he had no point to live. And then, at the very bottom of the letter, he said that, remember, everybody, we have a lot of things to ask. Why? So sometimes we will question why we practice, why I suffer. And we can ask that question, but we just sit there and ask, but no answer. And we felt disappointed, distaste about life. There are a lot of positive